Hey, I'm gonna do a small Let's Play of Etrian Odyssey Nexus. I'm just gonna take it through to the end of the first mission. The reason I'm doing that is because there's some people that are on the fence whether or not they want to get Nexus, just because it may not be a good game for them. I know I've been having a blast playing it. So I hope everyone enjoys this game, honestly. I mean, it's fun. I think I just think it was really, it's really well put together, honestly. It has the best parts of all the games, I think. And we're gonna do it on heroic, so you can see how the difficulty setting ramps up. I do kind of feel like there's a little bit of, somebody pointed this out to me, and at the time I wasn't able to comment on it. Somebody said, asked me if there was any HP bloating in this game. And at the time I was like, I don't think so, because I've never noticed it before. Thinking about it, yeah, there's a little bit of HP bloating on the heroic difficulty setting. But I kind of feel like it works. Oh my god, computer. My computer just yelled at me. I don't know, I wonder if that got on the audio. Okay, well, I think it works for the heroic setting, though, and I don't think that HP bloating is in the setting just below it, but I'm unsure. I've only played on heroic, so... this is the bridge of the flying city of Magana. Magana? I've been saying Magana, but I don't think that's how it's pronounced. I like how this game starts. We will be arriving at our destination shortly. All citizens are advised to prepare for landing at a safe location and stand by. The flying city of Magana. As you wander its halls, you find yourself lost in a passage linked to a bridge that extends towards the city. Which way do you go? You continue down the hall until you come across a regal-looking woman staring out one of the ship's windows. Let's say hello and greet her.
Hmm?
The woman ignores your greeting, then turns and addresses you in a sharp tone. From the looks of things, you don't seem to be one of ours. Who are you? The woman asks you sternly. As an adventurer, you're obligated to tell her your guild name. Its name is... yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, I am on the wrong screen. Okay. Here we go. The Etrian Explorer Guild, even though I didn't have enough characters for that. Are you one of the adventurers we've recruited? The country of Etria, to the far east, home to many adventurers. The northern duchy of High Lagard, with its beautiful forests and changing seasons. The ocean city of Armorode and the southern seas, where people gather from all around the world. The remote city of Tharsis, governed by a wise and well-renowned count. No matter where you've come from, I thank you for heeding our call. The Lost Islands of Lemuria, said to be a land cut from the rest of the world. I had heard of the rough seas and thick clouds surrounding the island, but our journey here has truly been something of legend. That said, we're closing in on our destination now. We're about to break through the clouds. I would say this game has about as much story as, like, Etrian Odyssey 3 or 4. It didn't, like, cut back on the story like Etrian Odyssey 5 did, or, like, the original Etrian Odyssey. Do you see that? That is Yggdrasil. The Great Tree is our destination, the main stage of your adventure. Princess! Ah, so this is where you were. We've safely landed, so if Her Highness would please prepare for her speech. Mueller. Very well, I'm ready. You should head that way as well. And who are you? This is the Etrian Explorer Guild. It seems yet another group of adventurers has answered our call. More adventurers, I see. You too have volunteered for this perilous journey. I am Gunther Mueller, a soldier of this city. Thousands of adventurers like yourselves have gathered here. No doubt they've been drawn to the lost treasures of an ancient civilization described in legend. Then again, there's no knowing if that can be said of everyone. Some are here out of the sense of duty, while others have come to satiate their lust for adventure. Of course, there's no shortage of those seeking riches either, though some have come simply wishing to see Magana for themselves. We've even received some vagrant criminals in search of a new home. However, now that we've reached our destination, we plan to have the princess provide some inspiration. You should make your way to the town square as well. Inspire us. There, the princess will inform you of your goal and hopefully arouse further enthusiasm for the task at hand. Then again, we're heading out. Until we meet again, Etrian Explorer Guild. Etria, High Lagar, Armorode, Tharsis, brave heroes from around the world, today we set out for an unexplored land. Though you are but nameless strangers to one another, you will share the same desire to venture into the unknown. Our goal is the legendary treasures of the lost civilizations of Lemuria. It is there you will find what you seek, be it fame, fortune, or merely the thrill of adventure. I am Persephone Magana, leader of the Magana Expeditionary Force. It's getting real weird for me talking over the voiceover. The Expedition HQ will be there to guide and assist should you require a helping hand. I feel like I'm interrupting her, but I know I can't understand what she's saying. She's speaking Japanese. There's no English voice acting in this game. Brave adventurers, hold your heads high and proudly go forth. As Her Highness just said, we have come to Lemuria in search of its legendary treasures. Before we begin, we will need to measure your strength over at the Explorers Guild. Once we've assessed your capabilities, we can assign you to the appropriate missions. Come to the Explorers Guild when you're ready. There, I will receive you as Guild Master. Good luck to you. With those final words of encouragement, Mueller leaves the area. The gathered adventurers begin to go their separate ways. In the meantime, you decide it would probably be best to pay a visit to Mueller over at the Explorers Guild. Alright. Will the next guild please enter? You're the Etrian Explorer Guild, if I recall correctly. Welcome to the Magana Explorers Guild. I trust your presence means you're hoping to reach Idrisil. Just so you're aware, there are quite a few adventurers who've already folded their guilds in favor of an easy life in the city. But I'm glad to see you haven't lost your adventurous spirit. Now then, Etrian Explorer Guild, you must register adventurers to your guild who will then become guild members. I recommend at least 5 members of different classes to create a balanced party. Yep. Okay. Okay, these are your classes, if you didn't already know. Alright. So we're going to make a hero, because I really adore the new hero class. And what I love about this game is so you don't have to use the same portrait. So I can make a hero look like any of these portraits. Including DLC portraits, things like that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make this guy here. Okay. And it has the same customization settings as Etrian Odyssey 5. But we're not gonna bother customizing any of these guys. And we're not gonna bother naming them either. If I continue this Let's Play, we might come back and change that, though. Alright. Let's go ahead. We have our hero. You know what? I'm gonna make the party that I made for my own game. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and real quick. For classes that have never had alt color schemes before, they gave them alt color schemes. Let's actually use that one. Alright. The more Magus. Next is gonna be Imperial. And in my back row, I'm going to have an Arcanist. My goal behind this build is to be able to out-heal any damage my party might take. And so far, it's been working. So they did what they did in Etrian Odyssey 4, and the skill trees are split up into different sections that unlock once you get to certain levels. So I believe it's this unlocks at level 20 and this unlocks at level 40. Sorry, this unlocks at level 40. Okay. The hero class is the only new class, and it has it revolves around these after images that pop up whenever it performs a skill. It fills it makes a clone of itself in the 6th party slot that sticks around till the end of the next turn, and will just perform whatever action it did in the previous turn. It doesn't always do it though, so that's why. Yeah, it just doesn't always do it. So we're gonna go with this vampire, random disease, and probably not gonna make it to level 20, so I'll go ahead and go with War Heal. This assault drive, and this assault drive. We're just going full assault drive. Alright, and with Americanist, we're gonna go Nerve Circle, Circle Dune, and we're gonna go, no, we'll go Dismiss Heal, okay. And then for my gunner, we're gonna go Cover Support, Medic Bullet, and Rapid Fire. Alright. It looks like you finished gathering your kill points. Yeah. That said, you're not ready to be introduced at headquarters just yet. You aren't experienced enough. From where I'm standing, you don't have what it takes to handle the missions that HQ assigns. How about this, Etrian Explorer Guild? Besides the missions, there are also requests by various townspeople you can accept here in Magana. Most refer to them as quests. We have this system in place where citizens report their problems to a tavern. No, that's not a joke. All Maganians are like family to one another. It's only natural that we lend a helping hand when needed. Now, normally the barkeep only assigns requests to the most capable candidates, but I will order him to prioritize your guild for now. Once you've polished your skills by fulfilling a few requests, I'll introduce you at HQ. Does that sound feasible to you? Nod confidently. Excellent. Then make your way to Kavasu's tavern back in town. I'll let him know in advance that you're coming. Best of luck to you all. Whoa. Oh yes, I almost forgot. This is for you. Money! It's an exploration stipend. Take it to a shop so you can purchase some gear for yourselves. After all, some of the requests you accept could end up being quite dangerous. One last thing, don't forget to take care of a skill acquisition for each party member. I already did it. Yep, I already know. I already did all that. Alright. Let's go ahead and go do the shop. To Napier's Firm from Etrian Odyssey 3! What's this? Unfamiliar faces? Let me guess. New explorers lured by the sweet scent of profit. I'll wager a guess that you've only just formed your guild, am I right? I've heard from the Explorers Guild that there would be some new adventurers stopping by with a stipend to gear themselves up. In that case, I shouldn't have done the laugh. She does a way better laugh. In that case, we here at Napier's Firm have all the essentials that you could wish to purchase. It would do you no good to be defeated in the labyrinths with a full purse, correct? I adore her. I love this lady. I don't think I loved her as much in the original Etrian Odyssey 3, but she is great in this. At Napier's Firm, you can buy, sell, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, we all know how the shops work, because they haven't changed that. Do I have things to sell? Okay. Let's focus on armor. Let's get you a shield, because you need it in order to use your defense skills that I'm using. Let's see, what can I get you? Let's get you a feathered hat. Like to make sure that everyone at least gets like one piece of armor. Okay. Alright. Okay, do I have enough to upgrade some weapons? Alright. That should be all my money. Let's go to the bar. Alright, so here's the thing. I love this game. I do not like this character. I really, really hate this character. He's kind of a sexist pig. He's a jerk. He's an absolute jerk. There's at least a running joke about him taking on requests from a widow that lives in the house behind his bar, and the widow literally has a restraining order on him and is just creeped out by him in general. I know there's a thing about him creeping on schoolgirls. It's all played up as a joke, right? Because that's the thing. That's the this kind of jokey culture we have going on right now in regards to this shit. I don't like him. I really don't like him. I've gotten to the point where I don't even read his dialogue anymore. I just press A through it, accept a request, figure out what it is, and then when I turn it in, I've stopped reading it. Because I don't care. I don't care what this character has to say. But for the sake of this playthrough, we're gonna read everything. So, I'm not gonna give him a nice voice though. Is that a new face? Let's see. First time here. Hello and welcome to Kavasir's Tavern. My name's Kavasir. I'm the barkeeper around here. You can call me Kavasi if you want. Are you adventurers? You've got good eyes on you, bright and hopeful. Well, so do I. No, my old eyes can barely see much of anything these days. Ha ha ha. Just so you know, we've got lots of requests from people who visit this tavern. Get me this, I want that, kill that monster, hell, even go out on a date with me. Ha ha, nah, I'm just kidding. Anyway, if you complete a request, you'll earn yourself a reward. I'm not joking about that. Oh, are you Etrian Explorers Guild by any chance? I was told to give you priority on all my requests. How about it then? Wanna jump in and get started? Yep, King on request. Okay. Watching the flock. That request island comes from the city's herdsmen. Magana's herdsmen care for a variety of livestock and provide the city with fresh milk and meat. We've got goats, sheep, cows, horses, and all kinds. Since the city is always moving from one place to the next, keeping them cared for isn't easy. Wherever the city's lands, the herdsmen take the livestock out of the city and let them graze on fresh grass. This time they're in a dangerous, unexplored place. The herdsmen and their animals can't just walk out of the city like they usually do. Also, where those requests comes in, they want some adventurers to protect them. A specially trained soldier will herd the goats. You just have to keep them safe. The goats will eat the grass and the plants while you keep watch over them. This request is perfect for brand new. I hate this voice. Oh my gosh. This quest is perfect for brand new adventurers. They'll be waiting for you right as you leave the city. Good luck. That voice is good for like small bits, not like an entire character. I regret doing that. Alright. Guardian of the Lake. Okay. That one was submitted by one of the biggest names in the city. Because Magana sits atop an airship, our water supply is pretty limited. That's why every time the city lands, we have to look for sources of fresh water. The city will secure its own supply, of course, but the civilians will need to find some of their own, too. A few went out exploring and found a big lake to the west. The only problem is there's a giant angry fish living in the lake. If anyone gets close to the water, it jumps out and threatens them with its big sharp teeth. Nobody can draw any water from the lake. The people of the city are terrified. Naturally, and they've started calling it the Guardian of the Lake. That's where you come in. Here's a fishing rod and some bait. Go and fish that giant guardian out of the lake. Okay. These are some cute quests. And this is the end. We're closed today. Wow. Hey, okay, we're open. Starting now. I'm Vivian. The little guy up here is Mr. Merlin. Alright then. Good night. She's so sleepy and tired. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Just obliterate one of my save files because I don't care about that one. Okay. Let's go to the gate. And this game has a neat world map feature that I like. Lost Archipelago, Lemuria. As you step outside the city, you're greeted by a world unlike anything you've ever seen. You've stepped into the crisp morning air and note there's not a cloud in the sky, as if fate has blessed you on your journey. As you stand in awe of the vast landscape before you, a guard appears. Are you the Etrian Explorer Guild? I received word of you from the tavern. He turns to you and continues. It's dangerous ahead, there's no telling what monsters we'll run into, so make sure you're prepared before we depart. You appear ready, but it seems you've taken on 2 requests simultaneously, is that right? If you'd like to take the goats, then I suggest heading north. There's some lush plains up that way that I'm sure they'll enjoy. I'll be tending to the goats on the trip, so I'd like you to be our escorts. If you're more inclined to seek out the water source, you'll want to head west. I'll leave you to decide what to do first. With that, the guard awaits your decision. You may now choose your first destination. That one. Leave Magana and head west. Eventually, you find yourselves in the wide open plains. The warm sunlight and echoing of bird calls are nearly enough to make you forget the dangers that are indigenous to these lands. You begin walking toward the lake. After passing through the grassy plains, you reach a small lake, its surface gleaming with the sunlight. You can see fish of all shapes and sizes swimming beneath the surface of the crystalline water. You see no sign of a lake guardian. Does one truly live in these waters? You ponder that as you stare at the lake. A duck glides across the calm surface. Suddenly, the bird begins to thrash about as something violently drags it under the water. Was the bird just attacked by the guardian of the lake? You now see why the civilians say this lake is not safe enough to use as a supply of water. You decide you will catch this monstrous fish and ensure the civilians can make use of this lake. Let's make the hero do it. Hero takes the rod you've received at the tavern and readies it in a flash. They then cast the line into the center of the lake, close to where the bird was swimming before. You wait and wait, but nothing bites. It could be the location, the bait, or their lack of fishing skill. You won't catch anything at this rate. Arcanus suggests they wriggle the line a bit. Imperial disagrees, saying it's better to sit and wait patiently. War Magus jumps in too, insisting that you should just toss some ground meat into the water. Let's use more bait. War Magus follows their own suggestion and starts tossing ground meat into the lake. Ripples appear in the water as fish dart toward the offered bait. You wait for the guardian to appear, but the bait remains untouched. Despite your efforts, it seems you failed to catch the guardian of the lake. Exhausted, you begin to reel in the line. But something big grabs the bait, tugging on the rod and bending it forward. Hero grabs the rod, but the fish on the line begin to drag them towards the lake. Only one thing could be big enough to pull this hard: the guardian of the lake. Hero regards the submerged guardian with a fierce glare. Pull as hard as you can. Hero strains against the rod, desperately trying to pull the fish closer, but the guardian yanks at the line. As human and fish battle for superiority, the fishing rod begins to strain and creak. Panicking, Hero quickly stops pulling on the rod. It doesn't look like you can pull the fish out of the lake like this. As the stalemate continues, Arcanus suddenly cries out in realization. Arcanus readies their weapon and aims at the giant fish. Then they throw their weapon to the shadow beneath the water's surface. The weapon flies true and strikes the huge creature. As it falters, Hero yanks in the line. Hero pulls the fish out of the water. It sports rows upon rows of sharp teeth and is easily larger than the tallest man you know. Thanks to your effort, the Guardian will no longer threaten or attack anyone who draws close to the lake. The city's civilians can now safely use this lake as a source of water. You decide to head back to Magana, taking the fish with you as proof of your success. And in case you're wondering, this is not how the quests usually go. This is like a weird tutorial quest town for some reason. I don't know what's up with these first 2 quests. Usually they take place in the labyrinth. Your group follows a path forged by those who have traversed these plains before you. Soon you reach a large open area. The warm sunlight and echoing of bird calls are nearly enough to make you forget the dangers that are indigenous to these lands. Yes, here is perfect. The herd of goats begin to spread out across the area, happily grazing at the grass and plants that hug the fertile ground. The goats you watch over come in all shapes and sizes. The warm air, the pleasant breeze, the rustling trees, the quiet bleating of the goats. The pleasant pastoral scene nearly makes you forget that you're here on an important mission. As the sun begins to set, you decide it is time to head back to Magana. Before you can start your journey, the soldier rushes up to you. We've got a problem. One goat has gone missing. Will you help me find it? The soldier tells you a young, feisty goat named Bighorn has run off. You think of potential directions in which the goat may have gone. He must have headed towards the city, the forest, or the valley. We're going to check the plentiful forest. You head off toward the forest in search of the lost goat. You pray he hasn't come this way. It'll be difficult to find him in this dense forest. Suddenly you hear the sharp bleating of a terrified goat in the trees. Fortunately, the bleating leads you to the direction of the lost goat. As you rush through the trees, you spot a goat cornered in a clearing by a monstrous creature. This must be Bighorn. Draw your weapons and save the poor animal. Let's fight these rabid koalas. We're not gonna worry about any of that. Now we're just gonna auto fight the rest of it. Great tree preserve. A monster was attacking him. Thank you for rescuing him. I'll be sure to tell my superior what you've done for us. Really, thank you so much. Our work for the day is done. Let's head back to Magana. The soldier begins to lead the goats down the path to the flying city, singing praises of your bravery all the while. With your duties complete, you decide to return to Magana as well. You've completed this request. All that remains is to report your success to Kvasir. Be sure to stop by the tavern next time you're in town. Saying that while I'm in town is a little redundant, but okay. Hey, looks like you're all done with that request. Good work out there. I heard you found a lost goat. Everyone's talking about it. Etrian Explorer Guild, the Goat Grabbers. Maybe we'll start seeing a lot more goat-related requests. In any case, the herdsmen were very pleased. Here's your reward. I hope you'll pick up another request sometime soon. Good work out there. Did you catch the guardian? Whoa, is that the one? It looks like a tigerfish. Tigerfish are violent carnivorous species. Thank goodness you took care of this one. You should hear the stories people are telling about you. Everyone who saw you carrying it are calling you the fearless fisherman. You might not have planned on getting famous for fish, but in any case, that bigwig is very happy you took care of it. Here's your reward. Thanks again. Alright. Wow, you completed 2 requests in a row. You're pretty dang good. Maybe should I ask you about this other one too? I've got another request I'd like you to accept. This request wants you to find a missing person. A medic went to gather some herbs and hasn't been seen since. If someone doesn't go looking for her soon, we might not find her in one piece. Sounds dangerous, doesn't it? I can't tell you more about it until you accept the request, so I'd appreciate it if you did. Ah, you're accepting that request. Let me give you the details then. A medicine shop in the city puts up a request for an adventurer to gather some herbs for them. A new adventurer, much like yourselves, eagerly accepted the request, but she still hasn't come back. She could be attacked by monsters or thieves all the way out there. That's why we'd like someone to go look for her. Wait, what? You're no monster thief, are you now? What? You're not? Alright, the monster... Oh my god, I completely botched that line. Blah, blah, blah. This takes a thief to catch a thief. Here's some information that'll help you. The medic's name is Brigetta. I think it's Brigida, like the Overwatch character. And she went into the verdant forest. Go find Brigida in the verdant forest. Good luck out there. Alright. I'm gonna go sell some stuff. We don't have any money to buy things. Alright. After proceeding through the darkness of the forest for a short while, you pause. You hear a monstrous roar, and the voice of someone who is clearly engaged in battle. It sounds like someone is struggling against a dangerous beast. You can either try to rush to their rescue or cautiously advance to their location. We're going to rush on ahead. After charging to the sounds of combat as quickly as possible, you notice a girl with a staff confronting some monsters. There's no time to think. Draw your weapons and prepare to fight. Yeah, force breaks are a thing. Yep. Alright. You know what? No. I was gonna pop off all my force breaks just because I could, but I have changed my mind. You've discovered a new monster, okay. After lowering your weapons, you turn to the girl who had been attacked. Thank you, everyone. I'm Brigida, a medic. She appears to be injured, although not severely. I was told this task would be simple. Seems like I'm not cut out for this. Brigida then looks around the immediate area, growing more and more distressed with each passing second. Excuse me, but Laka's missing. I brought her with me because I thought it wouldn't be that dangerous out here. She's just like a little sister to me, and Laka is nowhere to be found. Oh, but after thorough search, you found the bushes to the north have been disturbed. Seems like something's run through this area. You can either tell the upset girl that you will assist her, or you can ignore her, please. We're gonna assist her. Of course. Upon hearing this, she looks much more relieved. So you're called the Etrian Explorer Guild? Well, thank you so much. But may I join you on the search? I won't be able to fight, so I'm sorry I can't be most helpful. So this is one of the things I really like, is NPCs will join you a lot, and they don't join your party. They just add an effect like healing you after battle, like Brigida does, or helping you get items from item points, things like that. The word girl gives you a weak smile, then you head toward the disturbed bushes to the north. Alright. Your search takes you through the bushes and deposits you into a clearing. An expanse of what seems to be ancient ruins lies ahead. What? There are ruins here. I never would have guessed. The island is supposedly uninhabited. Why then are there ruins here? Keep that question in mind as you press forward, continuing your search for Laka. Okay. As you proceed through the unexplored forest, you discover a small open area. You look around the area, but Laka is nowhere to be seen. Laka, where are you? Brigida scans the area, a deep-set worry in her eyes. You reassure her that everything will be alright and continue on through the ruins. Okay, I'm gonna do this a little bit to make sure that this room gets mapped out. I will not be actually mapping anything. Just a heads up on that. definitely going to need to run back to town in just a sec. The girl walking behind you looks over your empty-handed party and gathers the courage to ask you a question. I'm sorry to bother you, but are you okay without a map? Brigida timidly asks. I don't have a map. If you want, you can use this one. The girl offers you the map in her hand. I have a backup map for myself. After taking the map in your hands, she gestures towards it and asks you another question. I'm sorry to keep bothering you, but would you like me to teach you how to draw a map? Nope. Okay, let's keep exploring then. You nod to Brigida and proceed forward, map in hand. You know, I'm also going to avoid checking out events in the labyrinth, because I was trying to think of the best way I can make this as spoiler-free as possible. And granted, I'm not doing a great job doing that, because I keep saying, hey, what about this? This thing happened, or this stuff about this, but I think the way I can do that is I'll just not interact with things. The one thing I can tell you is they took the thing in Etrian Odyssey 5, completing or doing an event in the labyrinth giving you experience points. That happens in this game. And that's like the only thing I'll offer on that. And I'm gonna ignore. You know what? No, I might need these. Okay. I'll probably be okay without the extra experience points. Alright, that's my last physical shield. I'm gonna go ahead and use some force stills. We're gonna head back now. Oh, do you have other things to do? I'll be waiting in the labyrinth then. You can meet up whenever you're ready. Okay, so she'll just be waiting for us there. We're gonna go ahead and save our money for the moment. Eastern Shrine can now be visited. Brigida greets you as you enter the labyrinth. I've been waiting for you, let's go. Okay. You can notice I got that auto map thing going, because I didn't want to have to actually map things. Honestly, it's kind of a pain to map things on my computer. if you didn't know, I play these things off an emulator. Not really an emulator, I guess it's a virtual 3DS. You know, I might actually make it to the boss a little underleveled. Not boss per se, but the end of this mission. We should probably be okay. Yeah, we should probably head back. Regroup, as the kids might say. Do I need to upgrade some armor? And that's all our money. Right. Honestly, it gets easier to collect money the more the game goes on. Once you get access to item like mine, chop, and gather points, just always hit those up as you're going through the labyrinth, or get the money DLC and never have to worry about money ever. You can go either way with that. I missed that first thing. Oh wait, the ruins now seem entirely cloaked in awful order. Oh yeah, so this is this is supposed to lead you to a bunch of different quests and stuff, but we're ignoring them for the sake of not being as spoilery as we could be. Oh, wait. Oh, they gained a level earlier and I didn't distribute their skill point. Being silly. Okay. If you have any questions about this game, by the way, because like since I'm not going like that far into it, go ahead and ask them in the comments. I think I'm in the end game in my game right now. Like near the end of the game. I think so. I'm not sure. I've been working really hard to avoid any major spoilers, so I don't actually know. In my game, I was level 5 when I got to the end of this first floor. I'm hoping I can get up to level 5. May not be able to though if I'm avoiding the events. And if it seems like I'm walking around on autopilot, it's because I am. I've been through this floor a million times in pursuit of footage for the other Etrian Odyssey Nexus video I now have on my channel. Like running through this floor on picnic mode. As you proceed through the unexplored forest, you discover a small open area. In the center of the area, you spot a dog. As soon as it sees you, it begins to bark excitedly. Oh, thank goodness, Laika! Brigitte runs over to Laika and throws her arms around the dog. This must be Laika, Brigitte's little sister. Little sister. Oh my gosh. Laika's tail wags in excitement as Brigitte embraces her. You're shocked it doesn't fall off from the sheer force of its movements. Thank you so much, Etrian Explorer Guild. Without your help, I would have never found Laika. Brigitte smiles to the group, then examines her surroundings. She seems to ponder something for a moment, then asks, does Magana know about these ruins? Maybe you should report this to HQ. You nod in agreement, then begin your journey back to the city with Laika and Brigitte in tow. And we're just gonna fill in the map real quick. Alright, now we gotta get out of here. Oh, yeah, actually, no, I don't want to fight this. I love force breaks. Honestly, the whole concept of force boosts and force breaks is my favorite version of like the super moves in any Etrian Odyssey game. I'm really glad that's what they went with instead of like Unity skills or something. Thank you so much, Etrian Explorer Guild. I'm so grateful for your help. I'll pay you back someday, I promise. She bows to you multiple times before disappearing into the crowd with Laika. You should head back to the tavern and tell Cavassier that you rescued Brigitte. Hey, good work. I got word that Magana made her way back to the medicine shop, and that it was Etrian Explorer Guild that helped her. Here's your reward, thanks a lot. Brigida also told me you discovered some ruins. What an amazing find. I think you should tell Expedition HQ about what you've discovered. I'd go, but I'm a bit lazy. I'm a bit busy, so could you go in my stead? Actually, you should be the ones to report it. You are the ones who found it, after all. It's certainly not because I'm lazy. The city will surely recognize Etrian Explorer Guild for an achievement like this. Right then, go report to Expedition HQ. We return to HQ to find everyone in a frenzy. Your Highness, the Astrology Guild is requesting permission to investigate the new continent. Not yet. No civilians are allowed to pass until we confirm that it's safe. If they can't wait, then tell them to send someone who can help us secure the area. Understood. I'll tell them HQ requests assistance. Urgent message from those handling supplies at base camp. They're under attack from wolf-like beasts on Isle of Origin's western shore. The situation isn't good, and they need reinforcements. Send another squad immediately. That post is vital to our efforts. Eliminate the monsters and tell them more supplies are on the way. Understood. We'll move out. The soldiers leave. The princess looks around, waiting the next report. Her eyes then fall on you. Who are you? This is the expedition headquarters, where we oversee our efforts to reach Yggdrasil. Only recognized guilds are allowed to set foot in here. You seem familiar, though. State your guild name. We rescued a goat. Ah, I've heard stories from those in town. Good work saving that goat. They said you made rather capable shepherds. Now then, Etrian Explorer Guild, state your business. Have you something to report? You inform her about the ruins you've discovered. What? Strange ruins west of the city. Excellent work finding them. I'd like to have them investigated as soon as possible, but... The Etrian Explorer Guild, was it? We've currently deployed all of our capable adventurers to the labyrinth we just recently discovered. Investigating those ruins would be a simple task for them. However, it would be quite some time before they return. Here's my proposal, Etrian Explorer Guild. You're the first ones to find these ruins, so I hereby put you in charge of exploring them. Chart your own map of the area before the other adventurers return. If you truly are proper adventurers, you wouldn't turn down the honor of being the first to explore a dungeon, would you? Yeah, we'll handle it. Good answer. You have a mission then. Show us what you're capable of. Very well, I await your report. Also, I should warn you, these ruins are uncharted territory, so tread lightly. Alright. Welcome. Ah, it's you. Oh. Am I mistaken that you've brought something back from the labyrinths? I knew it. Right on the money, of course you did. Anywho, back to business. Napier's firm will buy any materials you acquire on your explorations. Of course, you'll be compensated adequately, plus selling new materials will bring new items to the shop's inventory. But that's not all. You can also use materials on the weapons you made to enhance their attack power. Keep in mind, enhancing weapons requires the materials used to craft that same weapon. Should you sell anything, the firm will handle all the bookkeeping and stock management. You should just focus on bringing in those... okay, yeah. So it's the same situation from Etrian Odyssey 5. With strengthening and recycling weapons. Which I personally love. Okay. Let's see if we need any more of these fly armors. That's better than what's there. Yeah, okay. Oh, sold out. Shit. Okay. Well, Beast helmets for everyone, I guess? And I'm out of money. So beast helmets for 2 of them. They called these skunks. They don't look like skunks to me. so now we don't have Brigitte healing us after battles, so it's a little bit more perilous. But I think we'll be okay. This is the rare breed. Just not even gonna worry about it. Yeah, some more money to buy some more helmets with. Oh shit. Ah shit. Okay. Alright. This one's gonna be a little difficult. Okay, that wasn't that difficult, but that's because I managed to stun it. Oh good, there's that along with a enemy. Okay. Okay, I don't like this at all. Alright, this feels more manageable. But we really need to, like, get out of here. Okay, so I'm gonna need that miraculous ring to res people if I need it. I'm going to do this one right here. While exploring ruins, you find clean water collecting in a pool on a basin-shaped rock at the edge of the passage. Water slowly drips into a pool from a pipe. There isn't a whole lot, but it looks like the water is gradually flowing through an artificial filtration device. You can drink the water if you wish. You dip your cup hands into the small pool, lift the water in your mouths, and take a sip. Filtered over a long period of time, this water is crystal clear and has a pure, untainted flavor. You can almost feel it coursing through your body as it cures your fatigue. Alright. Yeah. Okay. We are almost completed. We have almost completed the mission. But I'm going to need to run back and heal. Get the hell out. Oops. What is that? Alright. Won't worry about that. And now I can worry about this. Okay. Okay. Let's finish this. I think I'll be fine. At level 4 for what's about to go down. I do not want to fight this one. Okay. Let me run. There we go. Okay. The first time you hit run, you should just be allowed to automatically run. As you enter the room, you're immediately greeted by a pungent stench. You take a closer look to find a strangely writhing plant further within. The plant seems to notice you and raises its tentacles in warning. This must be the ruler of these ruins. Draw your weapons and prepare to fight. Alright. Regardless, if I win this thing, I'm going to end the playthrough there. If I don't win against this thing, I'm going to end the playthrough there, because I think that you'll still get an idea of the game. What? Wait, what is the... Oh, shit, okay. Do I have anything to fix that? Just removes ailments. Okay, well, screw you too, buddy. Okay, that's I can still use... Wait, I can't use conversion? Oh, but I can't use ignition. Oh, that's right. I don't have enough TP left. Ah, shit. Well, screw you. Like, that was the absolute worst case scenario right there. Now I have to wait for my Imperial's force bar to come completely back before I can get more TP for them. Go ahead and actually just do that. But the biggest issue with this boss is all the vines on it. Okay, I need to stop using rapid fire and save that for a medic bullet. I could be... No, I can't use range disease. Okay. Hell yeah. That is my favorite status ailment, right there. Oh, wait, I should be using... No, I can't use Guard Slash anyways. No, I can't. Okay. I feel bad because a lot of people have had difficulty with this boss, but I just keep breezing through it. Because honestly, I'm not doing bad right now. I might actually be able to beat it. I just don't remember if it has any, like, tricks near the end of its lifespan. Heatsink isn't worth it for the TP cost. I forgot to put down another nerve circle. He is going to start throwing status effects. Now we're going to go ahead and break some force stuff. You know, we're going to go ahead and take care of the hero with some Fairy Road. I'm not gonna waste the TP. No, we're not gonna do that. Okay. Oh, we're so close. Why not? Alright. That sucked. The good news is, though, when an Imperial misses, I don't know if this was the same at Etrian Odyssey 4, but the drive gauge doesn't need to come back. Doesn't always. And I did it! Alright, and I'm just gonna leave it on that screen. Because that after you map out this room and the room after this, that is the first mission. Hopefully this little Let's Play was helpful to anyone that was on the fence about whether or not they wanted to get Nexus. If you guys want me to continue this Let's Play, let me know. Okay? I'm gonna go ahead and... Well, you know, let's go ahead and finish this little scene here. So we have a new monster, Blossom Beast. The mighty swing leaves a thick red line on the plant's trunk. Continued swipes slice off its vines, and red blood-like sap splatters about. With a final strike to its face-like petals, the monster's body trembles, then comes tumbling down. You remain cautious, but it would seem the foul beast has breathed its last breath. Well done, you've slain a terrible monster. There seems to be another room beyond the monster's lair. In order to complete your mission, you should add it to the map as well. But we're gonna go home. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye!